everyone, this is Dr. T and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I have decided to address one of the biggest questions that any bookworm has faced in their life, and that is the question of what the hell happened in the movie. So whenever a book is converted into a motion picture, there are a lot of things that are twisted and turned, a lot of scenes that are not given their due. So today I want to talk about a book that did exactly that for me, and that was none other than Inferno by Dan Brown. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you might have already watched the movie and some of you might also have read the book. So if you want to know the contrasting differences between the two, so continue watching. And before we start, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to this channel, and let's get started. Alright, first things first, let's come to the book. The book starts with the suicide of a man, and we have absolutely no clue who that man is. The movie starts on the same premise. It shows Zobrist committing suicide, the message being released into the world, and Professor Langdon in Sierra Brooks' apartment trying to solve Dante's map of hell. So this movie takes the characters from Florence to Venice to Istanbul. Istanbul is the main place where Zobrist had hid his virus. As in the book and in the movie, later on we realize that the mastermind behind the idea of infertility and the idea of sustainability comes from none other than Sienna Brooks. So the most interesting part of the book and the movie is Dante's mask of death. That is actually the mask that was made when Dante took his last dying breath. So this was a crucial piece of information where Zobrist had hid the next clue as to the place of release of the virus. So now coming to the big difference between the movie and the book. So firstly, the movie. In the movie, the character of Dr. Sienna Brooks is played by Felicity Jones. We see Dr. Sienna Brooks trying to commit suicide through detonation that will allow the package in which the virus was stored to be released much earlier than its stipulated time. This happens in the Basilica Cistern in Istanbul, where Dr. Langdon along with the team of WHO forensic experts have also reached. Dr. Sienna Brooks' effort of detonation does release the virus. However, the director of the WHO and Professor Langdon reached the site where the virus was supposed to be released quickly and help in containing the virus in a sealed box. So this is how the movie ended, where of course the character of Professor Langdon, played by Tom Hanks, saves the day in the end. However, this is a stark contradiction from how the book actually ends. So in the book, Professor Langdon, along with the team of experts from WHO, reach the area of release of the virus. However, when the characters do reach the point where the virus was supposed to be released, all they find is that the place of the release of the virus has a plastic which is now decaying. This is the revelation where we realize that the virus was released much ahead of time. So this information makes us realize that the virus is now airborne and every person on the planet is now breathing this air. So the book ends where a scientist is now testing a sample of his own blood and he finds out that there is a foreign DNA in his blood cells. This DNA, he confirms, is the same as the Zobrist virus. It makes us realize that now everybody on the planet, no matter where they are infected by the virus. This virus has integrated itself in all the cells of the human beings. There is no immediate death of any person on this planet, which was what was portrayed in the movie as it being a deadly virus. So this was the second stark difference between the movie and the book. So this was something that absolutely upset me as a reader. I was waiting for this concept of the virus being released actually being portrayed in the movie. And when this did not happen, my immediate reaction was to scream in the movie hall as to how can this be the end. So coming to the question as to why did this actually happen in the first place, let's go to the interview where Ron Howard, that is the director, and David Coeb, who was the writer of this movie, were questioned. So their answer was something that absolutely baffled me and that did not satisfy my inner itch of such a stark difference. So they said that the book ended on a very sad note, because of which if this was portrayed similarly in the movie, this was not the big silver screen ending that people actually want when they come to watch the movie. So that was the entire reason behind which this entire concept of the virus not being released and nobody being infected and the hero saving the day came into being. So as a reader and a fan of Dan Brown's writing, I was looking forward to the directors inculcating this concept and putting it in the movie. The virus being released and people being infected, and the harsh reality that this is going to happen someday. Our resources being limited and our planet being overcrowded. So I was actually looking forward for this movie being an educational topic for the viewers who can actually go back and think on this concept more clearly. However, this was not to be, and the harsh reality that the movie was treated as nothing but a business was something that I came face to face. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video today. This was the contrast between the silver screen and the written word. So if you like reviews like this and you would like me to compare more movies and the books they were adapted from, let me know in the comments down below. Before I let you go, don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and if you don't want to hit that bell icon, just follow me on Instagram, link is down below, and I will notify you whenever there is a new video. Bye, see you next time.